In 1939, two scientists, Einstein and Szilard, sent a harrowing letter warning Franklin D. Roosevelt of the possible massively destructive capability of nuclear fission and how the Nazi Germans were already pursuing research to make it a reality. Roosevelt quickly greenlit the Manhattan Project, which would later yield the first functional fission bomb. What made an impression on me was the development of the uranium enrichment process and how all options were considered and tested concurrently. Uranium ore was the key to the entire project, but only 0.7% of uranium ore is the fissile U-235 isotope. So in addition to the unknown constraint of time taken for the Germans to develop fission, there was now a requirement for extremely pure U-235, so the payload could actually reach critical mass. Many different refinery processes were drafted, but 4 concepts were actually used, of which the centrifuge was seen as the only promising option. Centrifuging, electromagnetic separation, thermal diffusion, and gaseous diffusion were the 4 processes used, as each had converse glaring flaws and strengths, involving yield, efficiency, purity, speed, expense, and risk. Centrifuging required spinning non-solid uranium to remove the heavier U-238. Electromagnetic separation required gaseous uranium molecules to be run through a mass discriminatory electric field. Thermal diffusion required gaseous uranium-235 and 238 molecules grouping at hot and cold ends of a chamber respectively. And gaseous diffusion required uranium gas to pass a series of semi-permeable membranes, as the lighter molecules moved through each membrane slightly faster. After construction, each of these processes was seen to have individual fatal flaws. The centrifuge didn't work at all, whilst the other processes barely did by themselves. Luckily, when the 3 working processes were linked, there was an acceptable final weapons-grade uranium output. All in all, this story told me not to put all my eggs in one basket, because some baskets are guaranteed to not be effective.